These are ancient traps used by civilizations hundreds of years ago. And today, we're building all of them to see if they'll actually stop intruders. Ladies and gentlemen, this trap right here is so magnificent. You've never seen anything as powerful like this. Okay, maybe not. I might have lied. This is quite the OG lava trap here. But quite honestly, though, if it's going to take 40 seconds to even deploy all this lava, well, any enemy that's running through is easily going to get to the other side and not be killed. We need to fix this. All right, so right here is going to be the template of this trap. Similar setup. We're going to use pressure plates to activate everything. But obviously, I want to make sure that this trap is significantly stronger than the last one we had. We have to come up with a way that both the lava will deploy and maybe even we could do some poisonous arrows or even slowness arrows to make that trap better. And don't you worry, because later at the end of the video, we are merging every single trap together because I am on a true mission to see if these ancient civilization traps they used hundreds of years ago, can actually stop my friends from breaking into my house because I'm sick and tired of constantly getting trolled. All right, boys, this is looking pretty juicy. From all the way down here, you can't tell that there's dispensers. Now, obviously, if you did fly up a little bit, you would be able to tell. But from down here, you can't see. And the whole art of this in the first place is the art of disguise. See, if your enemies see the trap that they're about to walk into, they're not going to walk into the trap. I mean, at least I don't think they would. The better that we can disguise this, the better the trap will work overall. But we can't just have this be just lava. So I'm thinking here, maybe it would be really useful if we also introduce some command blocks. Now listen, y'all, command blocks may not have been a thing back in the ancient times, but somehow the pyramids and all those statues were built. And I don't think any man built that. It's got to be some sort of a god or something, a man of pure strength that was able to lift that stuff up. There's just no way that a human actually did it. So I'm God today. I'm using command blocks. All right, let's see if this reaches. Okay, it almost does. It almost does. Aha, there we go. Now let's do it the same way on the other side. All right. Let's make sure. Oh, forgot to connect that. Yes, there we go. Okay, everything works. All right, now that we have the function of that working right here, we need to upgrade it. We need to actually and genuinely make it more powerful than what we have right now. Now, what I'm thinking is right underneath here, we can essentially have a whole other string of redstone. Now, this redstone is going to be what's going to be controlling all of our command blocks. Now, let's see here. I want to make it a pretty long, decent timer. Actually, you know what? I'd say this is probably a good timer to have because once it hits the first command block, I want to have it fill this entire space right behind the pressure plate. So the person is essentially stuck here. We need to grab all of our fill coordinates here. And hey, if you guys like this video idea, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now so we can beat the YouTube algorithm. But also, most importantly, make sure you leave a like on today's video. Oh, yeah. All right. Ready? So now the moment we activate this, lava, it's not filled in the dispensers yet, but it will be. But there should be a bedrock wall. Ooh, an obsidian wall. Yes. Beautiful. Let's do another one right here. We'll also block off this side. So we'll fill from here. And we'll fill that with obsidian. I'm not going to click it right now. I will do it afterwards. But this should all be functioning pretty well. Now, obviously, it's going to be one thing if because people could just build out, right? Like, that would make it so easy. So, I'm also going to throw down a bunch of command blocks that are going to throw the player off. Oh, we'll do nausea for 60 seconds. Oh, my God. That's going to... Whoever falls in this trap is actually going to be cooked, bro. They're going to be so sick. And we'll also give them darkness. There we go. And ladies and gentlemen, this should be more than powerful enough to take out anybody that crosses over. Oh, wait, I can't forget. I have to make sure I fill these up with lava. Because at the very end of the video, when we click the magical merge button, it is essentially going to merge every single build that we have here all into one. And if I miss something critical, like putting lava in the dispenser, well, then not a whole lot's going to happen and we're going to be cooked. Aha, look at this. It's done. It might look a lot smaller than this one over here, but this one is certainly a lot more effective and efficient. Let's see what we're working with in the next trap. What are we working with here? Okay, just from a glimpse, I can see there's obviously trapdoors and there is a tripwire right there. Kind of curious when you walk through this. Okay, you go right into dripstone. Ow, that would really hurt to fall on it. Oh my God. All right, so obviously this is pretty, to any non-oblivious player, I mean, bro, you're gonna see this 100%. I almost wonder if it's harder to see the tripwire when there's a trapdoor there. Nah, you can still see it. All right, so in order to make this better, I'm thinking we should definitely make our pitfall be a little bit bigger. They should die on impact, essentially. Oh, yeah. Now let's place down our dripstone. Okay, we have it now. This pitfall trap, if you were in survival, would probably kill you. If not, you would be at like 1 HP for sure. But one way we could spice this up, even just a little bit to make this just that much better, is by having some mobs down here. Sounds simple enough, but if you fell into a pitfall trap, you had 1 HP left, and you had skeletons and zombies shooting you, most likely it would probably kill you. All right, so over on this side of the trap, essentially, the trap is activated through a tripwire. So the moment the tripwire is tripped, the tripwire is trapped. Yeah, you know what I mean. The moment the tripwire is tripped, it essentially opens all of the trapdoors at the same time. But what I'm thinking instead, because the tripwire just gives it away that there's something going on there, if we can do it again, kind of through redstone just like this might be a little bit better, especially if I can set the timer through redstone repeaters to make it extra delayed. Anybody who's walking through this trap might not think something's there. All right, let me see. I don't know if this will work or not. Ah, it does. Let's go. So now if I do this, all right, now hypothetically, this should accurately work. Just wait a moment. Just wait 1 moment, okay? Your Uber Eats delivery is about to be there. Oh, say less. All right, and now, hold up. I think they should be pretty close on timing. A little bit delayed. Yo, that is juicy. I think that might still mess somebody up for sure. So now, somebody clicks on this. Oh, they walk inside. They're all suspicious. Oh my God, look at that. Boom. Right down there. And of course, we got to make sure we have some mobs down here. The biggest player is going to be the skeleton. Oh yeah. Honestly, I know it's not all that much different from the first one that we already messed with, but I feel like just changing that alone is going to make some major changes. And don't worry, because at the end, when I click that merge button, everything is going to come together and be this one crazy house defense. Let's see what type of trap we're working with next. Oh, I know this one, and I think you do too. This one is very notorious. If I was mining and I saw these diamonds, voila, and oh God, save it. Okay. We're chilling. This one is simple. This is an OG one, right? If you break this secret tripwire, something bad is going to happen. Now you see, a lot of the times what people end up doing is using diamonds. And any player that's been playing for more than 2 years knows that trick. Also too, diamonds would never be found on the surface. I think we all know that. So what if instead we actually built a door? Just a normal door like this, and beside it is a lever. Now, obviously, you would expect this lever to work, right? But if I actually get the door to open this way, perfect. Okay. Now, no matter what we do with this lever right here, this door is not going to work. But any normal user can't see through the other side to see that there's already a lever that's holding this door. And because it's on its side, it looks like it's closed. But this lever actually doesn't work. So unsuspecting people coming up to this would expect it to open the door, but in reality, it doesn't. The question is, what should we have it do? This is going to be the interesting part here. Oh my God. Hold up. I think I have the perfect solution to this. That one sent TNT down on you, so we have to do something that's relatively similar to an explosion. Now, if I set up this piston already to be retracted when this lever is pulled, see, and this is so perfect too, because what's worse than TNT? Honestly, probably creepers. And the nice part about them too is they don't make a ton of noise. They're pretty quiet. Now, if I just load this up with creepers and I do summon lightning, well, now I'm going to have a bunch of charged creepers. Oh, even worse. Now, once they stop taking damage, hey, shut up. What? Thank you. Let's just ignore the casual charged creeper look. Now, if we build these walls out here just a little bit, now, if we build these walls out so it stops looking so suspicious, I think this will actually look kind of normal. Oh my God, bro. I actually can't wait to see what it looks like when it's all merged. Every single one of these boxes right here, guys, are actively going to merge all my builds together to defend my house. It's actually going to be really cool. So now when this lever is pulled, those charged creepers come, but obviously a player has time to run. So what if instead when this is pulled, it actually traps them in here? That would force them to die. Oh my God, that sounds horrible. Wow. If you're watching this on a TV, I meant in Minecraft. All right, so right about here is where we'll have this, and we'll do give 09 Shark Boy command block. And last but not, fill this obsidian. Voila. That is complete. Ladies and gentlemen, all right, ladies and gentlemen, our trap is now completed. Now this overall, it looks a little bit sus for sure, but I think it's certainly a step up from the diamond one over here, simply because, because obviously there's a lever beside the door. You would never ever expect that. You would never expect that. If I want to try and make it look less sus, I can always add slabs here. So it looks like some sort of just like design. There we go. Now it looks a whole lot less sus. There we go. Now you can't tell at all that there's going to be a piston pulling right there. Oh my God. Yeah, there we go, boys. All right, let's see what we got next. The second to last trap, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Wait, hold up. I know what this one is. If y'all know what this trap is, you have to let me know down below in the comments. This is one of the most OG traps Minecraft has ever introduced. In fact, I remember doing Sky Wars and doing this stuff right here. Yay. All right, so it's a staircase, and if you're not paying attention, it's kind of like an optical illusion, where if you're going up, 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 and you just end up falling down. But we have to make this significantly better. And you see, the one struggle that I always had in Sky Wars was having the trap work because I had to be there to set it up. So hypothetically here, I have a little bit of an idea. What if we used a skulk sensor to listen for footsteps? So when a player is walking by is when the trap is actually going to get activated. Now that might be something there, boys. All right, boys. So I had to do a little bit of YouTubing real quick. And I have a mechanism right here using a calibrated skulk sensor. Essentially, this skulk sensor is going to listen for different noises. So for example, placing a block, it hears it. But also walking, it hears it as well too, which is perfect. Now, I wanted to use pistons for this, but trying to do 3 or even 4 block gap pistons. I don't think it's possible to do pistons with three block gaps, but it is with a 4 block. I'm thinking here we use some command blocks and we essentially just keep filling in the area, and we fill in the area right here. So when the footsteps are heard, this area is completely removed. But then when the footsteps go away, it's also put back so people don't notice it. So first, let me go ahead and we're going to do this. All right, so now if I put down my first command block, I'm gonna have air. So now if I make noise, let me just walk. Okay, it works. Perfect. All right, now we just have to have another repeater here that is going to be activated with oak stairs. Aha. All right, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Now when we walk. Oh, wait, I have it in a loop. God dang it. So I was actually able to change the rotation of the stairs just by adding facing east right there. But now check it. If I walk up, just normally, I don't sprint, it works perfectly. Now, the only way this doesn't work is if the player sprints. So I'm thinking to avoid, I almost want them to just walk up because that is damn near perfect. All right, and look at that right up here. I'll put a diamond block as our bait. Because who doesn't want a diamond block? Look at that. Oh my God, that is so debated. So now if I'm walking up this right here, boys, boom. Oh, wait. Okay, maybe it needs a little bit of tweaking. But overall, I think this is better because now it's completely automatic, which is really cool. Now I don't have to sit there like trying to mine out the blocks from underneath people's feet. It just does it on its own. This is cool. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final trap before we merge everything together. We've upgraded so far 4 ancient traps. We have to do the 5th one right here, which this one seems to be, oh, is it dripstone in a bed? Interesting. Okay, well, right out the gate, that is suspicious, extremely suspicious. And I imagine if I time set night, for instance, and I lay down, that is going to make the dripstone fall on my head. Got it. Makes sense. The problem is that in itself is way too sus. Way too sus. We might have to use something similar again. All right, so here's our bed right there. Now, I don't want to have anything in behind it because you're gonna hear it. Let me break this wall down real quick. I'm kind of curious. If I use a skulk sensor and it picks up that somebody is walking, I want to see if it picks up on carpet, if it can hear me. It definitely can. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a little bit tough. I don't know if the skulk sensor, I mean, I'm sure I could find a workaround with the skulk sensor, but that might just be a little bit too tough. Wait a second. Hold up. Hold up, boys. We might be onto something here. Oh, yo, that works. Okay, we have the painting, and right behind it, there's a skulk sensor. Nothing is intruding in the way of the skulk sensor either, which is perfect. So now if I take this redstone, for instance, and we even wanted to just use command blocks for this, something relatively simple, that would be perfect. All right, so the first thing we're going to do when it hears noise is it's going to fill the roof with air. So it's going to get the entire roof out of here. And then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to, oh my God. Gosh dang it. Is we're then going to fill those same coordinates with lava. Okay, now, whatever I do, I can't make a noise here, guys. This is damn near perfect because you would never even recognize this. But now it should work accordingly. It should work really well, actually. And now that number 5 is all done, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for us to click the merge button and merge everything we have together into one massive strong house. 3, 2, 1. Oh, boys. My Minecraft actually crashed when I clicked the button, but now we have this monster right here. What am I looking at? Okay, this must be the first trap here. Oh, yeah, we got all the redstone right here. I'm actually kind of curious to see. Ah, okay, so the game decided to do a tripwire. Interesting. Wait, I want to see the rest of it. So there's a path that leads all the way around here, and it leads you to the next portion. Oh, right there. Oh, yo, take a look. Hold up. Oh, yo, that pitfall trap is perfect in here. Right through here. Oh, it's a diamond. Interesting. Okay, so it's going to be another diamond. I did not do this. The merge button was a mod that we created, which is kind of crazy. So I guess we're just going to do a diamond anyways. And then this path leads us all the way to the stairs, all the way up here. Oh my God. Yo, boy. Oh my God, boys. This is actually cracked. And then we have the house right here with the final trap embedded into it. Yo, this looks cracked. Let's get my friend online to see if he's able to make it all the way to the end of this. Hey, Mogi. What's up, dude?
Hi!
Hey.
What have you brought me to see today?
Well, great question. I'm glad you asked, okay? I actually built a house, and at the very end of this house is something very special. And if you can make it all the way to the end, I will personally PayPal you $1,000 cash, okay? But here's the catch. You only have 3 minutes to make it through the entire thing.
That sounds fair. Okay, so back at it again with the chocolate milk. I can buy so much of that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, good luck. If you die, you're cooked, bro.
Right, so we've got something of a castle here. Nice decoration, and if I just hop on in, nice. Oh, come on. Well, sorry to tell you, Shark, but this, I can just escape.
Okay, hold up. He can mine through that for sure. Okay. All right. Fair. Dude, if the merge works better, that would have been obsidian. That should have been obsidian. All right, cheeky play. If I fix that command block to say obsidian, he would not have made it through there. He would literally have been stuck in there and been in one of those square tiles.
And what is this? Pressure plates and a bridge. Mildly suspicious, but I'm gonna go with it.
I mean, it looks sus, doesn't it?
What's happening here? Oh, come on, no.
Ah, yes. Oh my God.
Right, so tip for this, I guess. Trapdoors, I can just do this. Outplayed. Absolutely outplayed. Right, so, oh my God. Why is it so dark here? I'm gonna fix this for you.
Wow. Okay, I didn't even consider that, bro. The edge of the freaking trapdoor. God.
Wow, light. Right, it looks like a diamond block here. So obviously, he probably wants me to break this.
Okay. Well, the diamond one is so obvious, bro.
But I'm going to break this. Because I'm not gonna play by your rules.
Wait, what? I think he's too smart for this.
Nice. What?
Oh my God! Yo! Wait, okay, that was kind of perfect. That was actually perfect. Mogi has less than 1 minute left.
Bro. He even gave me a diamond pick. Less than a minute. I have time for this? No. Okay, well, go then, I guess. This convenient obsidian What is this? All right, well, I don't care anymore. I'm walking. Oh my gosh. This is actually good. I can't believe it.
Oh my God, he dead. He is dead in there, bro. Yo, that is insane. Oh, so they used honey blocks and slime blocks. Yo, that's smart as heck.
So the stairs just retracted? Hello? And I fell down there. It doesn't reset, which is nice. Failure. For 30 seconds. All right, cool. Well, I guess I'm go here. And now it's nighttime. 15. Okay, well, I'll go sleep. Is that the goal? Oh, that.
Yo. He didn't even make it.
Wow.
You know what the funny part is, though? He just died again. The funny part is I didn't even have a house he could get to.
This even blew up. Wow.
Oh, my God. Boys, did I win that? Seriously, y'all gotta let me know down below in the comments, all right? Thanks for watching. Go click anywhere on the screen to watch my next video, and I'll catch you there. Peace.